All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome back. This is the streamer early access event for Theros Beyond Death, and 10 new decks. I always do this every new access event. My favorite piece of content that I do. I brew 10 decks, play them all on stream, put them all on YouTube. Then my Friday article on CoolStuffInc.com will be all 10 decks, full deck list with sideboard. We're playing best of one today because that's how the event works. And my thoughts on each deck, prospects going forward, etc. CoolStuffInc.com. Let's get some hallowed fountains into our life. We have a lot of new cards here for our blue-white control deck. All right, a lot of cool new cards. So we're playing blue-white control. You've probably seen this deck before, either on my stream or just in general. Blue-white control, just all the basic stuff. Wrath of Gods, counter spells, absorb. We're playing the Planar Cleansing version. So very, very good card against all the oven decks and Trail of Crumbs. And I expect if players are playing a lot of weird enchantments and things like that, Planar Cleansing should be good also. So that's the basic part, right? We have Teferi, Absorb, Dovin's Veto, Planar Cleansing. A lot of new cards in this deck, though. A lot of new cards. So we get a Wrath of God, a 4-mana Wrath in standard for, I used to have Kaya's Wrath currently, but a castable 4-mana Wrath in Shatter of the Sky. This card's great. The best way to look at this Wrath, people see the drawback and go, your opponent draws a card, that's terrible. Think about it like this. If you could choose to be on the play and have your opponent have one more card, would you? And the answer is yes. So if you could choose to have your Wrath cost 4 instead of 5, but your opponent gets a card, simple as that. So the tempo is the important part too. We have plenty of card advantage, so they might draw a card here or there, ends up being a 4 for 2 instead of a 4 for 1. That's fine. I mean, a 4 for 3 for whatever. You get it. It's great. End of story. We also get kind of a whole new card draw engine, honestly. So Thirst for Meaning is like the thirst for knowledge for enchantments. It's not even really like an analogy. It just is exactly what it is. So draw 3, discard 2, or an enchantment. And we have, we don't have that many enchantments in our deck, honestly. We have 4 copies of Birth of the Meltis. I think this card is good. It may not be good, but I think it is good. It's a 2-mana enchantment. It compares pretty favorably to Wall of Omens. It draws you a land, because you always want to draw lands in your control deck. Makes it 0-4, and then gains 2 life. Nice defensive card, and then, sorry, I'll put it over here. Nice defensive card, and also important, that's an enchantment. We can bounce it with Teferi to make more blockers and get more lands. We can discard it to Thirst for Meaning. A lot of synergy. Teferi is really, really good with all these new enchantments. Teferi is very, very good. We also get Omen of the Sea. This card is not particularly powerful in a vacuum, but it is very good alongside Teferi, and it's good at making Thirst for Meaning have more meaning, basically. So, not an amazing card, but it's kind of close to Think Twice. And then, again, bouncing with Teferi is really, really good. So, pretty cool with that. And then we have Thassa's Intervention. I think this card's actually awesome. Blue X. We can either look at our top X cards of our deck and keep 2 of them, or counter a spell for double X. So it's like a super syncopate and almost like a pseudo dig through time. If you cast this for 4, it just draw 2 cards. And that card's like been pretty close to playable in control decks for a while. So this is like a dig through time. It gets better and better and better as the game goes on. I think this card's a sleeper. I think this card's really, really, really good. We have 1 Whirlwind Denial. This card's awesome. Counters Krasis and the trigger. Really, really cool. A couple Warrant Warden for defense. And then a new win condition. So people were trying to play this deck previously with only lands to win. Or maybe some Gadwicks. For the most part, they were winning with the Castle Ardenvale. Now that Field of Ruin is legal, you can't do that. And Dream Trawler is just really, really good. I don't love playing strict win conditions in my control decks, but this one's just really good. It's a 3/5, flying and lifelink, which is huge. Whenever you draw a card, it gets bigger. Whenever it attacks, you draw a card, and it gets bigger. And then it has the Prognostic Sphinx, discard a card to give it hexproof on the end of turn ability. That's a really good ability. So this protects itself really, really well. Just a really good card, honestly. So a lot of new cards here. Blue-white control. Let's just jump right in. And hopefully this will take an hour and a half. Let's go. If you're shooting in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. This is the early access event. Big promo going on for CoolStuffInc.com. Only during the event. So YouTube folks, sorry. Pre-order your singles. 15% off your pre-order. Promo code THB15. CoolStuffInc.com. You should be shopping there anyway, but this is a really good sale. And if you're watching on YouTube and you missed the sale, Gym5 for all your usual 5% off. All right, coolstuffinc.com. Check it out. And let's go. No one wants to play against my blue-white control deck. No one wants to play against blue-white control. Death Snow. This is Ken Yukihiro. We played against Ken earlier. He was playing a blue-green enchantment deck, and his deck seemed really good. Sure. These Dovin's vetoes probably aren't great, but I'll just keep. So we're just playing against Ken Yukihiro with our control deck. The Wrath. I think the Wrath is good. Definitely had creatures in his deck last time. We also have all Dovin's vetoes, so having a Wrath is pretty nice. Breeding Pool, sure. Let's go. What's up, guard yourself? How's it going, everyone? Nessian Wanderer, sure. A little preordained action. Thirst for Meaning and a land. I would say we want Thirst for Meaning. This card's pretty good. Absorb is also nice, so... Every spell giving them a land a lot of the time is pretty good, but... Yeah, bring it on. Come on. Little Satyr buddy. Satyr pal. End step. Thirst. Really want to make sure it's clear to everyone how good Thirst is. We're definitely on the bottom end of how many enchantments you can play with Thirst. But if you can make Thirst good, it is phenomenal. Just going to throw it out there. I'm going to bench both copies of Dovin's Veto. We saw some of Ken's deck earlier. It was mostly creatures. We have 2 Absorbs anyway, so... Let's make our land drops. Leave Absorb up. Cool. Omen of Sea, sure. Not a problem. Kind of a draw 2 here if they hit a land off the Wanderer, but... I mean, the Constellation effect is really cool looking. Like it a lot. Castle Vantress, pretty good. Top, bottom, sure. Like, Thirst for Knowledge was, like, restricted in Vintage. Saw a ton of play in Extended. It's kind of passed by the format a little bit in Modern, but... Alright, so... We could just, like, let this resolve and then Wrath. Let's play an extra land. They have 6 cards in hand. Pretty interested in playing Trawler as soon as possible. I'm going to counter this. The extra land drop concerns me. They have a lot of lands and a lot of access to lands. They also might just draw a card off the Wanderer anyway, so... Castle Ardenvale. Okay. Let's play Hollowed Fountain. I don't think we're going to make a 1-1. We're probably going to sack the Omen, honestly. If anything. You would like to probably cast Planar Cleansing and then into Dream Trawler. I believe Ken's deck is based around Thassa and Steal Your Stuff card. So don't want to let those happen. These are both bad, I think. Castle again. I mean, it's not doing anything. It's kind of annoying. I guess we're just going for it. Whatever, sure. Maybe counterspell some kind or something. Omen of a Sea, sure. There's definitely some value also in just being able to just, you know, play a win condition and just slam it on 6. You're not sure what your opponent's doing. You just slam the win condition and see what happens. Top, bottom, sure. We're not scared of aging because we have the make it hexproof, obviously, so. Sup. Alright, I mean, they got 6 lands in play and 7 cards in hand and some enchantments. Enigmatic Incarnation. 4-mana enchantment. I don't want to read this card. Beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another enchantment. If you do, search your library for a creature card with mana cost 1 plus the sacrifice enchantment's converted mana cost. Put it on the battlefield and shuffle your library. Alright. Constellation. Another land. It's really hitting out their Wanderer here. That's pretty good. It's Enchantment Birthing Pod. I mean, they could sacrifice their their thingy for a 2/4 probably. I mean, I have Trawler and a counterspell, so I'm feeling pretty good. Oops, sorry. Sure. Garen Break. Okay. Pretty wacky deck here. Could they play a land? Oh, it's their end step, right? Yeah, it's end step. Alright, so draw a card. We're going to attack. Draw another card. Trigger. Birth. We can play Omen, and we can draw another card, deal more damage. I don't think we need to do that though. We can leave up Omen, Absorb. I want to keep cards in hand for. This is fine, I think. Imagine we're not wrathing for a while, so we can discard the rats pretty well. Get a plains. I'll just say go. Constellation. This is a pretty good combination, honestly. This is really good. Wanderer plus Dryad. Just like one draws lands, one puts lands into play. That's a really good combo, honestly. This is very good. Alright. So, I mean, they're doing stuff, but where's it leading? I mean, yeah, Blind are going to mop up if things go really wrong, but they are pretty ahead on cards at the moment. And puts... I guess if they can get a 6-mana enchantment in play, we can't stop the agent from... Oh, we can stop the trigger on agent. Once they're finished, I have no idea. We lost to them earlier, and they just got an agent and flickered it over and over again with Thassa. That was how we lost. Garenberg for 6. Okay. Garen Brig, whatever. Yarok the Desecrated. Feel like that probably shouldn't resolve. What are they going to do with it? Double triggers Constellation? I'm just going to counter this. I don't know what's going on here. It's also a lifelinker, so it makes their clock faster. I really think we're going to lose. Sure. I guess we're going to Omen end step. I kind of wanted the trigger off of it, but I don't think we need that. So I get to flicker the Dryad, trigger their thing. I get to sack something to that and get a 4-drop if they want. This is ridiculous. This is beyond my level of thinking. My opponent's deck. Yes, this card's good and valid good. How good? I don't know. I don't think they know what they're doing, honestly. Yes, Death Cell is Ken Yukihiro. and I am a big Ken Hero fan. I predicted Ken would top 8 that Pro Tour with the Regisaur Alpha. What the hell is this? Regisaur Alpha Embercleave deck, and he did. Gain 4 life. Okay. Quite the engine going here, honestly. Alright, we're just going to cast this. I want another counterspell. I don't know what's going on here. Teferi? That's pretty good. I can buy a Teferi. Draw. Alright, that's dope. So let's cast Teferi. I'm not going to cleansing yet. I have Wing Condition in play, and they're not really presenting lethal anyway, so... Field of Ruin? Sure. We can field and absorb. That's kind of cool. Thirst? Sure. I mean, Thirst might be a nice surprise kill later on. Say go, I guess. Like... Nothing that... I guess they can, like, gain life every turn with the Knight and the Thassa. I should have probably fielded one of their castles, maybe. I don't even know. We maybe just keep drawing cards off a Trawler and just eventually get to a board state where we just Planar Cleansing. We don't have an answer to this this Thassa, though. That's probably a deck building mistake. If you can bounce Thassa and counter it at some point. We're not playing Banishing Light because we're playing Planar Cleansing. Honestly, I think think what we should do is we should get to Fairy in play and bounce our Trawler, and then Planar Cleansing. They can tap the Sphinx. That's true. Maybe we might need to Planar Cleansing, honestly. So Prophecy, scry 2, then choose a card name. Then if I cast the card they name, I draw a card. Sure. We're going to field them to ruin their scry. Wayfinder's good. Or Wanderer's good. Wayfinder. What's Wayfinder? Scry top, sure. I mean, they're going to do like a bunch of stuff. They have to resolve their Thassa, their enigmatic whatever thing. This is a ridiculous game we're playing here. I mean, their hand is literally 2 lands and 2 cards. So, like, they're really spinning wheels, but not necessarily, like, doing much. They sack their 2/4, going for a 4-mana creature, which is going to be a Basilica Bellhaunt. Okay, sure. That is a thing, I guess. I'm going to cast Thirst for... Actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to field them. This is ridiculous. So they can life gain and make us discard every turn. Get an island. I guess we're going to Planar Cleansing. Discard a land, I guess. 3/6 now. We're one short of... we'll draw a land off the Thirst. And they're flickering the Knight of Autumn, not... Oh, they can't flicker the Bellhaunt because it wasn't in play yet. Flicker that, sure. End step Thirst. Discard the Birth of whatever thingy. They're just gonna tap my thing anyways, it doesn't really matter. That's pretty good. This is preposterous. Alright, move to combat. We're just gonna plan our cleansing. Stupid Thassa, and say go. Yeah, like obviously the Trawler just like drew us a bunch of cards, so it's, you know, it's kind of fine. They have 2 lands in their hand. We have a counter spell for anything crazy, and we have a Wrath now, so they try and get creatures in play to get the loops going again. We can just Wrath them. Wolf, or whatever, Wolf Willow Haven, sure. Yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape here. I think Ken's deck is cool, but he's spinning his wheels too much. So we're just going to make a Sarah Angel and kill him. We have 2 counter spells now, so... I guess Thassa's Intervention is like not a great counter spell, but I know there's a Trawler. Alright, never mind, let's draw that. Oh, duh, yeah, they have, Right, actually, can we beat Thassa? We gotta find a, we gotta find a Teferi and bounce the Thassa and then counter it. You've only seen 1 Teferi so far. We bought him at Teferi, right? Somewhere, maybe? I don't know. I guess we can just, like, crank off a big intervention end step. Yeah, we'll just play Lance, I go. And we'll just... Shuffle from field, yeah. I'm just going to cast a huge intervention. Just cast Take Through Time on the end step. The Trawler taps when you give it hexproof. So, alright, so let's cast this for 1 million. 5, 6, 7, 8. Dig Through Time. +1. Sweet. Alright, woo! That was a game. But yeah, Planet Cleansing is worse with the gods for sure. End of turn, Dig Through Time, you lose. Alright, so 1-0 with Blood Control here. That was a nice long game there. And you hero, appreciate that. Remember, folks, Cardboard Live work really hard to get the overlay set. Make sure you go follow them on Twitter. Get involved if you're a streamer. Cardboard Live's the bomb. A lot of cool stuff coming in 2020. You'll be able to buy cards right from the stream. Oh, that's a cool card. I'll buy that card just like that. It's coming soon. It is best of 1 here on the preview thing. So this hand's great. Birth finds us the land, which is really cool. You got Thirst, you got Trawler. Veto's medium, but you don't want your main plan against a card type to be to counter it and then bounce it and then counter it. It's usually not really great. No, New Wrath is much better than Time Wipe. Unless you're playing creatures you want to bounce, like Gadwick and stuff. Dig Through Time is back. Esper stuff. Prophecies all day. We're playing 4 temples, 2 coves. Okay. I think I want to Thirst, so we'll play land. Yeah. This is fun. Choose a card name. This card's so weird. All cards drop during 95% of cards drop in price during preview season. So if you don't need it right now, wait. Alright, it's end step Thirst. Yeah, let's discard the thingy. A lot of cards. Okay, so we have 8 cards. I'm just playing land so I can go here. I'll just play with Zapland. The name card is Teferi Time Raveler. Okay. And when they cast that, they get to draw 2 cards. It's pretty annoying. We can't stop them from casting it. We can obviously... So, like, their prophecy ended up being a 2-mana scry 2, draw 2. Which is, like, fine. You know? Nightmare Shepherd is busted. Go buy that card. That card's really good. Alright. So, I don't have any counter spells here. I don't think jamming a Sarah Angel is insane. It is really bad against Teferi, though. But if they tap out for Teferi, we get to resolve a Trawler, which is really good, so... we're going to just slam. We can also just Omen and then draw. It's pretty close. I'm gonna wait. I'll just say go. Mobile Devotion was very, very good. If you missed any of the decks on this stream, it's a long stream, folks. It'll all be up on YouTube, right? Doom Foretold. That's what they're doing. Well, that's fine. We're gonna play this and pop it, and then they'll Doom Foretold us, and then we'll cast Trawler. That's cool. Thirst and Birth. I think I want the Thirst. I don't think I want the Birth. Birth can buy a turn against Doom Foretold. I don't hate it. Let's do this. And Scry 2. Cleansing and Shatter. Cleansing is not really necessary here, I don't think. We'll ship both those two. So, untap. They have a land too. That's pretty good. They get to Doom Foretold us. We discard, let me just Hallowed Fountain, I guess. They do have a lot of cards, and they could have Wraths too. We might be in trouble here, honestly. We're going to jam. Might be wrong, but... We might just get Kaya's Wrath here. This might have been wrong. Maybe I should have just held the Trawler. Dance the Manse is real. Our opponent's playing it probably, so... Blue Omen, very, very good in a Dance the Manse shell. Prophecy's also reasonably good. So this sucks, obviously. The enemy of Trawler is it's Wrath effect. We can't do anything about it. So, all right, that wasn't bad. That was a pretty good draw. So let's play Lance Go here. Now we just have a little bit of counterspell action going on. We have a Thirst. Thanks a lot, Mancer. Use Bomb. Unfortunately, matchups like this require a sideboard. Doom Foretold again. Ugh. We can't counter Doom Foretold. Just can't do it. What's Thirst in response? It's a Fairy Temple. Turn 2, right? So we're gonna discard a land. We'll Teferi bounce the token and have Absorb up. They should have a lot of cards in hand. Just a lot. A lot. It's not bad. Oops.
Responsibility.
So deal with that. Draw a card.
I have a plan.
Another castle. It's pretty good. We're cooking here. We're doing stuff. Probably only going to get 3 games with this deck. It's just too slow. Treacherous Wrestling, draw 3. That is really good. They have a million cards in their hand, but a lot of them are probably dead, like Wraths and stuff. But I'm going to let this resolve. Can't encounter for card draw. I got to counter the important cards. That's kind of a tilt, but whatever. Temple, temple. The Dream Trawler is definitely very bad in the mirror, in like controlling mirrors, because if they have Wraths and stuff, it's just a dead card, and unfortunately our Wraths are pretty dead too, so it doesn't feel great. Oh god, what was I just saying about that? All right, so 1, 2, 3. It's a fairy. We're gonna plus. Doesn't feel great.
Don't worry, I got this.
Like they just have far too many cards. We just can't win this game, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it matters. This card's pretty good. Dude, Foretold. Yeah, we're just gonna go to the next match. Actually, I guess I could get cleansing here. And cleansing like actually saves them from their blessing thingy, but it doesn't matter really. Alright. Sure.
I am not going to sit this one out.
Yeah, Trawler is very good except against Wrath.
Like it.
Them having Teferi in play is also bad for us too, obviously. I think I want to hold a card in my hand in case they have Doom Foretold.
Here we go.
Could have drawn off Teferi, but I think we're behind right now, so if we draw a one of our enchantments we can bounce for some value, that'd be pretty cool. Interesting. I mean, we probably have a few good big draws here, honestly. Like, we felt like we were heinously behind, but their Trawler wasn't very good. Their Trawler turned our bad card into a good card. Although ours did the same thing, so we're just dead. Never mind. Yeah. Dance the mance. Ants in the pants. You're supposed to get me the Red Mega Man. Now I can't make Ultra Mega Man. Right. That was pretty tough. Obviously, this control decks in Best of 1 are tough because your sideboard matters a lot. And in a matchup like that, our sideboard would matter a lot, but that's fine. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Call us a barrel. Their shirts are so comfy. This is now I'm going to lay here and touch myself stream. Call-Us shirts are super comfortable. They're super nice. Check them out. Call-Us-Apparel.shop. Promo code GYM10. Tons of fun designs. Guild designs. Wooburg. They're making me shirts too. Fine. TOS. Fine. Alright, we can keep here. Trawler's a weird card. It's very powerful, but they're working on my shirt. I'm just waiting on them, honestly. They got tons of designs to work on and stuff too. So hashtag soon. That one's not my fault. Most hashtag soons are my fault. That one's not my fault. So I am patiently waiting for our shirt, and I've been keeping up on seeing what's going on. So their artist just has moved recently, so he's been dealing with that. Haunted Witness, huh? Life's Bounty. Life's Bounty. All right, they are really, they're doing it here. All right, so we're going to play Lancet Go and just either have Absorb for like a Loxodon or just Thirst. I mean, we cast a Wrath, the game's going to end, so. Not 3 damage. All right, end step Thirst. Whirlwind the Nile. So let's pitch the Omen. Temple, Cleansing, sure. We can Teferi here if we want to. Just like repulse, you know, gain a life for 2, draw a card, but I don't know if you need to. Temple says Thirst for Meaning again. No enchantments right now. I'm just gonna ship this. Drawing a 4-mana Wrath is like the best possible draw, probably. Maybe even not, honestly. Certainly a little more simple than our last 2 matches, that's for sure. I get the impression they're playing another color. Maybe not, actually. I'm just going to absorb this. I know we're going to Wrath soon, but it just like gains 4 life, maybe 5. And if we die with the Absorb in our hand, we're going to feel really dumb. So it's just a fairy. Just like play stuff till we cast the Wrath, whatever.
Right on schedule.
If they want to sacrifice one of these things too, whatever. No? Cool. Cool. All cool. So cool. Just cast Wrath, cast Trawler, win the game. Not really the most complicated matchup here. Atomic. Shadow over Sky. I guess we're gonna Cleansing. Boom. How does this card work? So this card is really, really good. It basically counters your opponent's stack. So if they have, say they have a Niv Mizzet in play, and they cast a card, and it triggers a card draw and triggers a damage, and you cast this card, which wipes the stack clean. Unless they pay 4, obviously. Alright, so they play a Heliod, and we have our 3rd Planar Cleansing. Sure. We're not going to play with Trawler. We still have like 4 Wraths in our hands. We'll just say go here. What's up, sir? How's it going, everyone? Welcome. Daxos. Now we're starting to like do stuff. I mean, I guess we're gonna just count. No, it's just a Wrath, I guess. Whatever. Sure. They have to like put some counters with the Heliod, but we're gonna Wrath next turn probably. Does this counter the activation of Ether Vial? Yes. If there's an ability on the stack, your opponent must pay 4 for it, or it's not going to do anything. Simple as that. Give me a little scry. It's a fairy. Cool. I can take it to fairy here. I mean, I think we're honestly just Planar Cleansing right now. Just to kill Daxos and kill the Honey Witness. So now our next Wrath kills the token too. Could they have stacked that more beneficially for them? Yeah, they could have. No, they can't because it has to target. Yeah. Okay. It's a good thing I have more Planar Cleansings. Perhaps they're not. I mean, they're more of like a life gain deck than an actual White Weenie deck. What's up, sir? All the decks I'm playing today, the list of each deck is on my Twitter. No deck list, though. The deck list will be in my article on CoolStuffInc.com on Friday. Alright, Friday. Alright, so we're going to just Cleansing here, I guess. They may have another Ajani. I guess it's not that bad. Whatever. Pridemate, sure. Sure. Alright, so now we get to, like, Teferi and Trawler.
Trust me, you'll thank me later. Let's try this.
Trawler. Trawler. Imagine playing against this card limited. Like, you know, like Prognostic Sphinx is already really good in limited. This is like Prognostic Sphinx times 500. I'm not even going to cast their Pridemate. Okay.
I've got it.
Here comes Trawler. Yeah, it should probably be a mythic. For limited purposes. Like, I can't imagine that the win percentage of the player who casts this card is any less than like 80 to 85. You gotta be pretty damn behind to lose with a Trawler in play. It does not die to Plummet. Doesn't die to anything, basically. Dies to Wraths, and that's basically it. Trombone Lessons, cool. It's felt good so far. Trawler's been... It's medium.
Time for plan B.
Kyle! Primate, yeah. Why not give the... Sure. It's a Scry. We obviously can Wrath if we need to also, so... It's not bad. Plus, attack, draw another card.
This might be a bad idea.
Like, Bane Slayer Angel that draws you cards and can't be killed is, like, pretty good. Alright, so that's not the most exciting, but fine. We're actually almost out of planes. We only have 1 planes left. So we're just gonna keep grinding along here. We'll set up for a Wrath. Search your library for basic planes. It's our last one. And we have Wrath and activate Castle or Counterspell. So they're going to attack and do some stuff, and they're probably going to Wrath. Oh, that's true. I could have Wrathed on my turn to draw a card. Let's see what they do, like attack-wise. I don't even care about the Ferret, but the thing is they're going to gain life with these triggers and stuff too, and a lot of stuff's going to happen. It's kind of annoying. This is fine. Whatever. The longer Trawler's in play, the more cards we draw. Eventually we'll just Wrath and kill them. They keep putting the counters on the Heliod. It's pretty weird. It's a fairy. And the fairy is... Now I can bounce a Trawler and Wrath. That's actually gas. That's so good. Alright, so... untap, draw. Make your own time wipe. That sucks. We're going to lose our wall. Sad. It's a sad day. Alright. They will be able to make a token and attack my Teferi. I suppose it's a little annoying, but...
Let's slow this down. I'll protect you.
I suppose I could counter the token making ability. So they can't attack my Teferi. But I should probably just counter their next import. Oh, I drew this thing. Never mind. So that's on a wall immediately. Definitely worse than wall elements in the the immediate. With the immediacy of it or whatever. So they make a token. This is fine. I don't need Teferi. They're a trooper. They are grinding through here. We're up like 10 cards on them or more. Banishing Light does not play well with Planar Cleansing. You gotta pick one or the other. Pride Mate. I mean, we're gonna Wrath again, so sure. Loxodon. I do love me some Venerated Loxodon. I actually want that castle. I imagine they're gonna scoop to the Wrath here, so do draw a card. They do draw a card. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, that's enough mana to do everything. Trawler. Denial is here. Done another castle, sure. Healer's Hawk. Honestly, a little bit annoying, but sure. Alright, we're going to counter this. That's enough. That's the breaking point. Alright. Took a long time. Took a long time. Alright, so 2 and 1. What time is it? We can do one more match. Lots of stuff here. Level up. All the glitters. Let's go. Blue-white control. Remember, folks, like I said, every single deck. This is my usual shtick. If you're new here, welcome. Hit that follow button. Every new set, I do the Access event. I brew 10 new decks. I play all 10 decks on stream. All 10 decks go on YouTube. And then I do my article on coolstuffinc.com. I do a Friday article every week. But this Friday's article will be all 10 deck lists with sideboards and my thoughts on each one. How well did it play? How good can it be going forward? How to change it, etc., etc., etc. Check it out on coolstuffinc.com this Friday. They're doing a sale right now too. Special sale. Only during this event. All right, so check it. All right. It's a little awkward to get a planes here, but we're gonna keep. We're gonna keep. All the glitters in this deck? It's a little ambitious. Darby again? It's our third time playing its Wyatt Darby. Knight of the Ebon Legion. Okay. This could be a little awkward. We have Plains Island for our Absorb. That's okay. That's okay. Our 0-4 should be pretty good here. The Fenlurker. We're going to dump this Dovin's Veto, I think. That's pretty good. So, our Devotion deck was our best deck so far by a significant margin. That was very good. I think we just block the Knight. Like, them pumping plays around Absorb anyway, but... Like, there's no pump regardless. I just want this thing to grow or not. They pump, it grows. Yeah, just block. Cool. And nothing. It's interesting. No pump or spell? Alright, so I'll pitch the Omen here. That's what it's there for the most part. Denial, Warrant Warden is good. This is all nice. Scry here and say go. Sure. Feeling pretty good now. Feeling pretty good. End step. Murderous Rider, my 0-4. That is fine. Follow-up is... nothing. That is also fun. Sure. And I'm pretty sure we just play a land and say go. I mean, you could play an untapped land and maybe warrant something. I kind of like that, actually. Instead of warrant and... I'm not going to wrath to, like, there's actually a board worth wrathing. And you have Absorb up too, so you have Absorb and Warrant. Castle in for 5 life. Love to see it. Love it. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. Actually, you love to see it. It felt pretty good. Maybe they're new to Magic. Our opponents won a Pro Tour, so... not sure if that's sarcasm or not, but okay, that's pretty good. We get to dig through time, like mini dig. No worries, King. Obviously, usernames are a fickle beast. Was that a shock? Let's say go. Let's get the ability to Thassa for more. We're not really under much damage pressure, so... Murderous Rider, sure. Knight, sure. So I really want to draw into a land so I can Wrath absorb up. Let's cast this for 4. Mini dig through time. It's almost like honestly, like a Glimmer of Genius at this point. I think this card's very good. We definitely want to land. It sucks. It's like I actually kind of like want the Birth and the Omen, just so I can buy more time. But I want to cast Wrath with the absorb up. So I'll just take the land. It's also a good land anyway. And then we take the Birth. The blocker's pretty nice. Nice no downside Wrath. Alright, I mean, we're feeling pretty good here. Obviously, Green Merchant is not very good when your opponent has no stuff in play, so just gotta watch out for Bolus of Citadel and Urbos Bleak Hearted with 3 mana up. Kind of want to just cash this Denial in, honestly. Yeah. Alright, I think that's probably game. Alright, so whatever. Let's do this. We got our planes. Play Temple. And keep that. Let's take up. In no rush. Bolus of Citadel. Nah. Make a wall. We're aware of Fenlurker. We'll just say go here. I imagine Citadel number 2. No. Timerant. Sure. That's fine. I mean, Castle Lochthwain is really, really good. Just gonna throw that out there. So, end step, we're going to Scry to start. Teferi is good. Teferi is also actively good against Castle because it bounces cards to their hand. I might actually just bounce the Omen. We'll see what happens. Dovin's Veto? I don't think I want that. Yeah, we'll just Teferi, bounce Omen, play land, say go. Yes, you can follow and following gives you a notification, which you were definitely going to want because I'm the best. Watch my stream.
Don't worry, I got this.
Hallowed Fountain 4, Omen is 2, Absorb is 3. This is fun. They have a way to like kill my wall. Attack Teferi. It's whatever. Doesn't really matter. Sure. Second, 2-month resub. That's month number 2. Most important month. Thanks for resub. Appreciate that. Only $5 I meant to sub. Best way to support me as a Magic player and a streamer. And get all my emotes, access to my VODs, private Discord chat server. No. I said no. Drag to the Underworld. Yeah, my 0-4 is dead. Okay. They only have 1 card left, so... Thanks, Zombie. Appreciate that. Full set review. I did a full set review on my YouTube for the entire set. Constructed Limited. 6 hours long. Not going to miss it. Check it out on my YouTube. Planar Cleansing, Birth. I don't really want either one of those, honestly. And draw Field of Ruin. Don't think Field of Ruin is very useful here. That is very useful, though. Good timing on that one, for sure. think the only thing that wins in the game here is if they have a third copy of Bolus and Citadel. I think that's what would do it. Alright, cool. Sweet. So we are 3-1. And I'll take that. We're going to move on. It's like a little slow. I want to have time to play all the decks and stuff and not be up till 4 in the morning. So, deck seems good. I don't know if Planar Cleansing is correct anymore. Planar Cleansing, I think, was correct before the new set. It's also tough because Planar Cleansing is so good against the food decks, and no one's playing a metagame deck in a preview event. They're playing all the new cards. But if it turns out that like Jund Sacrifice Food is just like still the best deck, then Planar Cleansing is really good. But that's going to be to be determined. So this was deck number 3 of 10. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. So far we've played Mono Black Devotion to a 4-1 and a crazy sneak attack deck to a 3-2. And we got 7 decks left to play. 7 decks. If you're watching on YouTube, those will be in different videos. What are you doing? Go away. I want to remind everyone about my set review on YouTube. Check it out. Full set review. Every color. Constructed. Limited. 6 hours long. Go watch that for sure. And YouTube folks, that's it for this video. More videos to come. All decks will be in other videos. Please like, comment, subscribe. Take 3 seconds to help so much. Leave a comment saying Blue Light Control's back, baby. Let's do it. Love you.